But first, we're going to talk to Martha Osborne, who's the Vice President of Marketing for the Kentucky Blood Center. Martha, how are you?
I'm great, thank you.
Good, thanks for being here.
Thank you.
You've got a lot of really exciting things to talk about today and a huge giveaway that we're going to get to in a moment. But for the folks at home that are not familiar with the Kentucky Blood Center, can you give us a little bit of background?
Well, we're Kentucky Blood Center. We are a local blood center headquartered here in Kentucky, and we serve hospitals all the way across the state, from Ashland and Pikeville to the Kentuckiana area to Paducah. And we make sure that there's enough blood in the hospitals at any given time for patients that need it.
So, you know, we were talking a little bit before we came on air today, but I want to reiterate this. You know, a lot of people, they think, well, what's different maybe from Kentucky Blood Center to the Red Cross, for instance? Can you give me a little bit of background on that?
Well, as I said, we're local, so the blood that is collected with Kentucky Blood Center here in the area is processed actually here in Kentucky and redistributed in Kentucky.
So it stays in Kentuckiana?
It stays in the Kentuckiana area.
Well, and that's big. I mean, I think people want to help their neighbor.
Well, we think that's the right way to manage the blood supply.
Sure, absolutely.
Yes.
So you're coming up on a big anniversary, right? 50 years, correct?
We have been in business for 50 years serving the Commonwealth.
That's unbelievable.
Yes.
And you've got some special offers to those people that are going to be giving blood for you this summer. But let's talk about the summer need. There is a need, right, for blood donations.
Summer is always a difficult time to have enough blood on hand, and it's because people are super busy. And you know, in other times of the year, we can go to high schools and colleges and places like that and have big blood drives, but those places aren't in session. So we need more people to come to our donor centers, and we do have 2 donor centers here in the Kentuckiana area. One on Shelbyville Road near the Target and Buffalo Wild Wings, and we also have a new donor center that opened in March, and it's in the Hillview area off Preston Highway, south of Gene Snyder. So we have a couple of convenient locations.
A lot of options, right?
Exactly.
Convenience cannot be an issue. That's right.
We hope not.
Eliminating that, right?
Yes.
My brother, actually, who passed away from cancer, he got countless bags of blood, and the generosity of people was just amazing to me, and it really hits home to me to see what you guys are doing. What does it mean to you personally to be involved in an organization that really gives somebody what they need to live?
I've been with the Blood Center for 31 years, and I just feel very blessed to be able to be with an organization that's mission driven like we are, because we are here to save lives. And you know, many cancer patients need blood to get through their therapies, and most people don't realize that. You think of blood donations as emergency needs and operations and that sort of things, but blood is needed for lots of other things as well, and cancer is a big part of it.
Well, and I never knew that.
Yes.
You know, prior, like you said, I always thought it was some trauma accident or a car accident, whatever it was, and that's not the case. Chemotherapy really makes you need blood.
It depletes your blood supply, and you know, you can do a lot now to treat the cancer patients, and they get well even, but if they don't have the blood to get through those therapies, sometimes it's not enough. They need that blood.
So with the convenient locations we talked about, hopefully that's eliminating any issue there. What are some other things you're going to be doing for the folks that donate this year?
We do have a fun shirt to commemorate our 50th anniversary. It's a nice soft shirt that everybody's really enjoying.
Oh yeah, that's nice right there. That's right.
And the big giveaway this summer, so anyone who gives between now and September 7th with Kentucky Blood Center is going to become eligible to win our biggest prize ever, and that is a 2018 Toyota 4Runner. So
it's a nice vehicle.
It is a very nice vehicle.
And not cheap.
No, but we are fortunate to be able to provide that, and some lucky donor is going to win it. This is the 10th time we've given away a vehicle in Kentucky, and we've had winners from all over the state, and maybe it'll be from this Kentuckiana area.
So let's talk about that. You've been a part of, you said 10, is this 11 or 10 years?
10.
Well, 10, okay.
Yes.
So what is it like to give away a vehicle to somebody, you know, whatever part of the state that they're from? It's got to be pretty special.
Oh, it's very special. We gave away a Prius once, and an EKU student won it.
Oh, that's amazing.
It seems like the vehicle that we give away is always to the right person, but we've had people in Pikeville win. We had someone in Manchester, Kentucky win, in London, Kentucky. So all over the state, we give that vehicle away, and it's a ball to
take care of the people in the Commonwealth, but they're taking care of their neighbors. I mean, that's what we talk about.
It's exactly right. It's a way to make it fun. It's a way to help people keep it at the top of the mind that you need to donate this summer. Actually, if you donate right now, you can give every 56 days, so you actually could get entered into the drawing twice. So
Wow.
when you donate, when you come in and register, you're automatically entered into the drawing.
So let's talk about the drawing, because I think so many times people hear that and they're like, I have no chance to win. That's not the case. This is not 1 in a million, right?
It's really not.
The past, it's been about one in about...
Well, about 25, 28,000. We really hope to see 30,000.
You hope it's 30, 35, but you know what? You can enter twice,
Yes,
so that's okay.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
Absolutely. Now, tell me who can enter. I mean,
Okay, so
what's the qualifications?
You need to be 18 years and older, and basically be in good general health to donate blood. There's no upper age limit for blood donation, and the whole process will only take you about an hour. It's a good little health check. There's not much more you can do on a given day in an hour that's going to have a bigger impact on someone's life.
I guarantee it. Let's talk about the process. So a lot of people probably are watching right now and they're thinking, oh, you know, needles, or that makes me queasy. It's not that bad, right? So take me through, if I were to show up, what's it like?
Well, you do the little registration process. We ask you a series of health history questions. We do what I call a little mini physical. That's where we check your blood pressure, your temperature, your pulse. We do a finger stick, and believe it or not, most people say that's the worst part of the blood donation,
right.
And that's pretty simple, but we're checking to make sure you have enough red cells to share, you're not anemic. Once you've passed the test, you can feel good about yourself because you're pretty healthy, and you'll go to a donor bed. It only takes, the length of time that the needle is in your arm is only about 5 to 8 minutes.
That's it?
Yes, so
Wow.
it's not that long, and I tell people it feels like a hard pinch. If you've never donated blood, give yourself a hard pinch in your arm, and that's about what it'll feel like. And if you can stand that for just a little bit, you can actually save up to 3 lives with 1 donation.
Wow.
So once you've donated, we ask you to stay. We have little Debbie's and good snacks.
I was going to say,
you.
well, that's what I would be looking forward
Yes,
to. I mean,
yes.
shocking, I know, but yes, the snacks at the end. But I think as adults, we can handle a hard pinch, right? Especially to save 3 lives.
Let's hope.
Let's
yes,
do it.
Yes.
All right. So if people want to find out more information, if they want to see the locations, where can they do that?
Visit kybloodcenter.org. You can also find us at KY Blood Center on Facebook and Twitter and Snapchat and Instagram.
You're everywhere.
We try to be everywhere.
You guys are pretty hip. I'm impressed. I am impressed. The Kentucky Blood Center, Martha Osborne, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank
we
you
appreciate
so
it.
much.
Really good things happening. If you want to donate and save lives and be entered to win a car, you can do it. We'll be right back.